Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today, yeah, I have a little bit of a different video to do, and that is kind of the end of this build. And even though I'm like having a lot of fun with this build, with Spectral Shield Throw, the way it works with Vengeance Cascade, I still think it's like such a fun build to play. But there is one thing that just doesn't want to happen, and this is chancing this stupid shit shield, okay? So I spent, I would say, about... I didn't write it down, but I would estimate about 20 divines to get the tree the way that where I say, okay, I'm happy with that. So if I'm chancing this shield, it would have like 1005 energy shield. We have a 100 base percentile steel kite shield that turns into an Emperor Vigilance. And since then, since I have the shield, which happened I think like 2 days ago, or 3 days ago by now, all I'm doing is farming the entire day, converting everything into chances and scours, and just continue to chance, scour. And today, I think, I'm not sure how much it was in total. My estimate is about 10,000 chance scours, and I still haven't hit it. So chancing scouring, I think, is not my weakness, I would say, because, you know, if you're around in the channel for a longer time, you know that I love my, what do you say, Eternity Shroud builds, like chancing shaped unique items and stuff like that. I even, back in the days, chanced a Headhunter that was about 55,000 chance and scours. Yes, it is annoying, I'm aware of that, but I don't mind the process. But what I do mind is the current price of chance scours, which currently hit, I think, a divine for like 250 or something, or a bit below like 300, 280, 270. So we're getting to a point where scourings are getting ridiculously expensive. So when I started the chancing process, they were about 400, 450 scourings. Now they're down to less than 300, and that means that one divine gets me like half the scourings, right? So after chancing like about 10,000, and I'm gonna say like, as I'm kind of moving on a spot right now. So what I do, I farm currency, I try to chance it. Okay, next day I farm currency, I try to chance it. And this continues until we maybe get it or we don't. And I made the decision today that I want to stop this project as of right now, because the main reason for that is it's not healthy for my content creation in that case, right? Because I could do like, you know, I spend a 10,000 right now. This could take up to like 50,000 chance orbs if you're unlucky, you know? And that means that I would have to farm another 2 weeks of like just doing the cemetery maps and converting currency into chance scours to maybe be able to hit it at some point. And that means I cannot make any YouTube content, whatever, just like, as you saw like on the update on my last Spectral Shield Throw video, right? It was like 3-4 days in between from the base start of the character until the current version, which actually had 3 changes, which was the Ventur's Gamble, my Timeless Jewel, and what else changed was there, like the Fractured Wand that was like just like 80 chaos, right? So nothing really happened, but I wouldn't change anything in the build until I have chanced this shield. And this is like the big problem right now. And honestly, since I'm usually playing like a lot of builds throughout the league, I just have to say, you know, this could take another 2 weeks, and I don't really want to do that because my... You know, I always like play a build until I'm like, okay, I'm fine with the build. I've played it now for a couple of days. It's time to move on for the next build. And even if I would chance it tomorrow, you know, I would probably play another day of Spectral Shield Throw and then be like, okay, let's play something else because I've played enough Spectral Shield Throw for now, okay? And this is basically the reason why I say like, okay, I did give it a good shot with like 10,000 chance orbs. It did not happen. So I'm just gonna like sell everything and move on with the next build that hopefully doesn't have a chanceable unique, and it's most likely not gonna have it, because if it has it, then we're gonna be on the same point. Because I was thinking about another build with Voltaxic Rift, you know, then I was checking the trees on Voltaxic Rift, but then I remember like, wait a second, you can actually chance Voltaxic Rift, and that means it's kind of like the same problem with this shield. You want to get a good tree, whatever you're gonna play, then you're gonna start doing the rare base and then try to chance it. And even like Voltaxic Rift is like a T1 unique, so it also could be like 10,000, 20,000 chance orbs. And this is like a bit of stupid or bad overall, right? I would assume that once I sell everything, we're gonna have like about 100, 150 divines or something. It depends how much the Timeless Jewel sells. It depends how much the Ventor sells. And the rest, like all my Awakened Gems, hit level 5 today, so I leveled them all up from level 1 to level 5. The Uncorrupted, the Fork support, for example, goes for 15 divines, it seems like. And then just move on with the next build, because I want to experience more of Path of Exile rather than just trying to chance that shield. As I say again, I don't have a problem with chancing, I just have a problem with the current prices of chance scours, and the issue that this project, chancing the shield alone, could take another like week or so, and this is just, I cannot even make a video about anything, right? Because all I'm doing is just trying to chance the shield. So I made the decision to stop it at this point. As I said, I still think this might be the top 3, or one of the top 3 builds of the entire league, based on the Emperor's Vigilance, with Dorianis, with negative 200 resistance, with the helmet, with the Spectral Shield node, since they stack. I could see this build doing like 500 million DPS and still be relatively tanky if you manage to get a lot of like cold resistance, because we're running with the Melding the Flesh anyways, right? So if you get cold resistance up to like 85 or so, right, and then your armor up to like 50, 60,000, then you should be quite tanky, because we're still having like 100% chance to spell suppress, and so on and so forth. But as I said, I feel like even if I would farm 100 divines, I convert everything, I still not get it. There is 100 divines down the drain and nothing happens, right? For example, if you would play a build where I would say, okay, what would be the next upgrade after the Vigilance? I would say it would be an Ashes of the Star, right? But this is an item with a fixed price, more or less, starts like 15 divines. I don't know, I could roll like 20 divines, 25 divines, but I know if I farm 25 divines, I can purchase this item and it's gonna complement my build. With the chancing problem, you have like, you can farm 25 divines, get nothing out of it, and you're down 25 divines. And then you still, the question like, when will it finally happen? Could be the next chance orb, could be in like 25,000 chance orbs. So, just an explanation. Why do I think I'm gonna stop it right here? But still, no matter, I still like this build a lot. Like, I can definitely recommend playing Spectral Shield Throw. If you're lucky enough to get like one of these crazy good shields. If not, don't worry about it. Just a typical, what do you say, Emperor's Vigilance is like the best in-slot shield for a Spectral Shield Throw character, and you could easily get like probably 10 million DPS with Vengeance Cascade for like probably 10 divines investment overall. So if you want to play it, if you think it's a fun build, I can definitely recommend it. It is really cool to play and really cool to build around. But like this pinnacle, I want to have the best in slot kind of things that could cost you like a couple mirrors whatsoever. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you on the next build.